Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I made this video, this YouTube channel to keep me accountable. If I got viewers and I inspired viewers down the road someday, that's great, but really I made this to keep me accountable. And so here I am being accountable. I will say before I tell you everything that I maintained my weight this week. I did not lose. I hate telling you guys when I just maintain weight. Um, so I'm at 282. I believe that's maintained. I had to go back and double check my last video, but I think 282 is maintaining my weight. If I'm wrong, then yeah, I know I was either 282 or 283, but pretty sure I was 282. So I've been on vacation this last week. I took this week of vacation off because my dad's birthday was coming up and they wanted me to drive out to their place in their cabin, which is a couple of hours away, and I'd have to be on their time frame, so I worked nights, so was going to transition to days for a couple of days, have their party, then get home and transition back, and that was going to be my vacation. And then kind of last minute, like with a couple of days before, our boss, oh my god, this is going to sound weird to say my boss and then say my dad. My dad is not my boss. My dad called and was letting everyone know that because it was going to be so hot, that the cabin was so small and there were so many people coming, and because of a medical issue that drained some of their funds, they decided to move his birthday party to my sister's house, which is a lot closer, but it's on the 7th. So I had this whole week off. It was actually not a whole week. It was 6 days off, worked one day, and then I was off for another 3. That was the original plan. I ended up working 2 days, so I worked yesterday and today. So I'm only going to have 2 days off after tonight. But my plan was to go to the gym multiple times, using that vacation. I was going to see my girlfriend for a day, maybe 2. She has friends staying with her. Her friends travel the world, or at least travel the United States at least. And they do Instagram and whatnot. And so they're visiting her. And I was going to take her and her friend, the female, because the male isn't quite back yet. The reason why they're up here is because the male friend of the couple was going to take some class in photography, and he wasn't quite back yet. So I was going to my original plan was to take the girls out and kind of a semi 3-person date. Not that it would be romantic for the other girl, but what ended up happening though was that the week before it was all going to go down, my girlfriend decided she wanted to plan the next date. She had planned one before. This would be her second one, and I was like, yeah, the whole idea is that she does maybe 3/4. I do 3/4 of our dates, and she does maybe a quarter of our dates, planning wise. In reality, it's been a little bit less than that, and that's completely fine. I like to plan dates. But she's entitled to at least a quarter of those dates, as long as she lets me lead the majority of them. I like to lead in a relationship, at least when it comes to planning the dates and whatnot. But she wanted to plan the next date, so I was like, that's cool, whatever, And I kind of assumed that she'd be planning this date to have her friend go along, but she didn't. It was just me and her. She took me to the drive-in in her friend's traveling van, which has a bed, so we opened the back doors and laid in bed and watched. Boss Baby was the first movie, which is not what we wanted to see. We were in that theater to see Black Widow, which was like a B flick. It was nothing special, but it wasn't bad. It was just alright. I think the guy who plays Hopper was probably the best part of the whole movie. He was the comic relief of the whole thing. But it wasn't up to par with Avengers and all of them. Anyway, but it was still a good date. it wasn't about seeing the movies. It was about the experience. Getting to lay in bed and watch a movie like we did. That was the experience, and it was great. She planned something unique. Something that you don't think of every day, and that's the best you can hope for. And it was a really good date. But that's the good stuff, okay? But so my plan, like I said, and then my girlfriend was getting really antsy to see me, so I went over a day early, and I brought 2 outfits with me so that I could, I would have my clothes, and then I have an extra outfit so that the next day on our date, I ended up staying like 4 days at her place. I think it was like 4. It might even been 5. I had to recount it. And I had a lot of fun, but I didn't go to the gym. Not while I was down there. So I went to the gym like once on this vacation. Like I said, keeping myself accountable. The first day I came over, the day before our date, which was like a Thursday, her and her female friend decided they wanted to drink, and not that they tried very hard, but they coaxed me into drinking with them. And we had some vodka drinks, and my girlfriend wanted to catch me up to them, so she made 2 really, really strong drinks, and then a third that wasn't as strong. And because I've lost a lot of weight and I don't drink very much, it didn't take all that much to get me nice and drunk. I mean, I've been drunker, but I haven't been that drunk in a while. I didn't seem to completely make a fool out of myself in front of her friend. I don't think. Her friend seems to like me enough, but there was a lot of calories, I mean, but granted, it's vodka, but you have to add your little mixer stuff and whatnot. So it was a decent amount of calories. On our date, we had a 16-inch pizza that we shared, and then some extras. I don't know. In the time I was there, it's not like I was completely bad on my diet, but I was worse than I should have been. I had more than one cheat. So for that reason, that's why I maintained this week. But it is starting to get a little sad that my weight loss has been so slow lately. And I'm not going to say all the same things I said again about, being comfortable with my weight. The fact of the matter is, the goal is still to lose weight for a while. I want to get somewhere at least close to 220. Just for the sake of saying I did it again. After that, I'm still planning on gaining muscle. That's really what I want to do, is I want to gain muscle. But like I said, this channel is to make me accountable. And before she watches this video, because I know she's already said this in private, but she seems to think that she's a bad influence, because I spent so much time over her place. I didn't go to the gym, and I had so many cheats, whatever. But I enjoyed it, and it's my choice. Being responsible for your choices is really important. It's something that people don't really put a lot of value behind, but I do. I'm trying to more and more as I get older. I could say that when I was younger that maybe I didn't. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how bad I was, but I've been reading these books, these self-help books, and it's really making an effort to be more accountable for my choices. Whether good or bad, and that's the kind of guy I want to be. So I'm sorry I didn't lose weight this week, but I had a lot of fun. It was an enjoyable week. My girlfriend should not feel guilty at all. I do need to go on another challenge though, and just stay on a challenge until I've lost like 10 pounds again, because it seems to me that's the only way that I can push myself again, because I admit that I have been slacking a little bit. There's excuses like the 4th of July being the 1-year anniversary, and I think that was warranted. This last week, some would say it's warranted. I don't know if I'd say it's warranted. to cheat as much as I did. Although, I mean, really, I'm trying to think what all I ate, and I'm like, I know I ate pizza. I had a lot of pizza, and I had some poke, which is not that bad, and Subway sandwiches, which isn't usually that bad, except that I tried that new Cali Fresh sandwich, and I'm really enjoying it, and they're kind of higher calorie. They got like a special cheese and whatnot. They end up being like a 6 inches, like 700 something calories. So, although I only had half of my foot long on that. By the time I went back to eat the second half, it was like soggy, and But so if you really think about it, I didn't cheat that bad. But that's why I'm not losing weight this week. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry if this video depressed you or anything, but you gotta take the good with the bad. I will talk to you next week. Bye, guys. Stay motivated. And you know, I think the best thing that I'm doing, the only thing that I can really say about all this, and I've said it so many times, is when you follow the tracks, you just gotta get back on and keep going. And I mean, my girlfriend even said it. That's like one of the good things about me, is that I don't let my crashes, my little crashes, stop me from getting right back on the diet. And that's the key to success with the diet. So, alright guys, talk to you later. Bye.